So, how did we forget ourselves? Was there ever a time where you actually just naturally knew yourself? How do we get into this situation where we have to have like all of these spiritual teachings to try to get us to find what should be like such a simple thing? Who am I? What am I? How did we get in this situation? Lots of mystical traditions will say, well, we forgot, and you came from somewhere else to be here and learn a lesson, which right there, take your little razor. Can you see that there's two things there? You came from somewhere else to be here. So, how do we forget ourselves? It's kind of like, well, the matter of hypnotism. Your brain is kind of designed to make sense of things. And so we make up stories, whether or not they make sense, and then we get lost in the stories. One really good analogy I can think of is, have you ever gotten like new shoes, like bright, shiny new shoes, and you're walking along and all you can see is the new shoes, especially if they clip, 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 clap on the ground, You walk along and every step, all you do is you see the new shoes, you see the new shoes every step as you walk along. That's kind of how we're hypnotized by the things around us because our mind is just constantly going with stories and worries and thoughts and things that just seem to be just happening. And we kind of, just like with the new shoes, we get entranced by it. But just exactly like the new shoes, you're walking along with the new shoes, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, wait a minute, I better look up or I'm going to bump into something, right? You just suddenly remember, oh, wait, those are new shoes. It's just captured my attention, but I'm here. I'm the one walking along. And then you can walk along awake for a little while, and then you look down and it's like, oh, new shoes. And then, of course, after a while, the shoes are old and you never ever notice them again. But it's very much like that, how we've managed to just get entranced by the things that are happening in our brain. And this is particularly true, particularly the case when we live in a society, like we have, I mean, literally thousands of years where the answers about how the world work are so like off base that they're just kind of literally lies. It just doesn't make any sense. And so you have to constantly fool yourself, fool yourself into recreating the stories inside your brain all the time and then trying to make sense of them. It is no wonder we are so confused.